Here we are, guys. Welcome back for year 3, sort of. Year 2 and 3 are kind of getting combined a little bit. As I mentioned last time with year 2, there was a lot of different things going on. You know, there was this, there was that, all sorts of variety and change and new ideas coming around. And around the same time, during year 2-ish and beyond, I ran into a lot of computer problems, technical issues. My cam stopped working, my microphone stopped working, had to get a new one. You know, got new ones, couldn't focus, you know, drivers were gone, didn't work, etc. And I couldn't upload for a span of like 14 months, something like that. You know, new cam is to sucks. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was a big deal at the time. I was like, shoot, I've only been doing this for like a year or so, and now I can't even keep posting anymore. So fittingly, there was a very long span of time during that era where I didn't get to upload anything. So I'm kind of combining a couple ideas from year 2 and throwing in the long pause for year 3. And last time we decided to pick roulette. This time we're going to pick monotype. Since that was, you know, it was a huge new idea at the time. There was sweet tournaments and stuff like that. And we always had a 5+1 off type, or wow, my hands are really low, or wild card as other people thought of it. When we chose the name off type, we just couldn't think of a good buzzword for it, and it's so obvious now. But whatever, we're going to call it an off type. And part of the reason this vid took so long to get up is there were a few ideas and a few specific people I really wanted to get it with, and either, you know, things didn't work out, or the battle just was, it wasn't good enough for a special type of deal. And I managed to bring Symphony back from the dead, and he is the man. I've said this multiple times throughout the course of the channel. He's the man who helped me fix all those technical issues in the first place, sort some things out, help me get through some things and stuff like that. So without Symphony, there never would have been a year 3, 4, 5, or 6. And he's back from the dead now for a monotype battle 5+1 to finish this off. And I promise you guys, year 4 through 6 will be here. They'll be better. Things are going good. So hopefully you guys enjoy this match. It was a nail biter back and forth, and I had a lot of fun. I'm glad he came back from the dead for it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Thank you for watching and sticking around. Time for the battle. Catch you guys later. Peace. Alright guys, what the hell, $5 pizza, here we go. Monotype, it looks like maybe poison versus fighting. That's not quite the auto win it sounds like, because they have a lot of coverage and just a straight up lot of offense, so we'll see. I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp straight on turn 1, even though he might, you know, have Heracross or something like that. Maybe this guy's guts, I don't know. And I hit myself, like great. I don't want to burn on Machamp, why the hell would I want to do that? So I don't know what I should do. I'm just going to go for it again because he did stay in. So I don't know, but well, there comes the ape. It's I should have T-waved, whatever. Of course I snap out of confusion. Then, frustrating. So I know he's not going to go fighting. I'm going to go right out to Tentacruel because that way I can resist the fire that's going to come. He'll be using nothing but his secondary type the whole time, I'm sure. Overheat kind of hurt, but I know I can, you know, scare him out, do something of the sort. So Breloom comes in. That's not good. And something needs to go asleep. The problem is, this is the perfect poke that I want sleep. He has freaking sleep talk, and I switch. I don't know why. I was thinking like, gosh, what's my most worthless guy going to be? And I decided it's going to be this guy. Which, you know what, that's probably fine. He probably will be my most worthless guy, especially now that he's asleep. But seriously, I have sleep talk for a reason, so whatever. I kind of predicted grass before fighting. But Focus Punch is just way more powerful anyway, even if, you know, not very effective. And I can't really Leech Seed him here, so I'm just going to start firing off Sludge Bombs. And, of course, his off-type is a Jirachi. Like, oh boy. So many predictions going in at once. I was just a little afraid of something offensive. Turns out that's not the case. I probably should have got some, you know, either a Sleep or a Leech Seed up, and I didn't. That sucks. This Jirachi is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, especially until I figure out exactly what it wants to do. But for the moment, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in here and T-Wave, or not T-Wave, Will-O-Wisp. That'll hopefully be beneficial. And he gets a crit, no big deal. and I think he goes right back to Ape, which I thought might happen, but I didn't want to go for T-Bolt just yet because it's not going to do that much anyway. So very unfortunate, but whatever. Now I have to go right back into Tentacruel. I don't want to keep doing the exact same thing, but there's really nothing else I can do. Despite the fact that it's fighting versus poison, I can't really do anything to his stuff. And there's nothing I can do to take it either because fighting is just so offensive. So this time I go Sludge Bomb. I didn't think he'd bring Jirachi in, and of course he does. It's like, well, this is lovely. Now I'm right back to exactly where I started, going right back to making the exact same plays. But at least now I know 3 of his moves. I don't quite know his 4th one. But I know enough now that I think I'm safe to go for... I think I went Pain Split there, actually. No, I went T-Bolt. Okay, predicting Ape to come in and get a little bit of damage. That'll be nice. But at this point, I don't want Tentacruel to come in, but there's really nothing else I can do. There really isn't. So Tentacruel has to come in. It has to survive, which I expect it will, considering how much damage is taken on the first 2 hits. But so far, like, I haven't done a single thing right yet. I haven't done a single good thing all game, and it's not really working out. I can't keep doing this. I just can't keep doing it. And then I die to a Mach Punch. It's like, ugh, I wasn't expecting that. But at least we know it's going to have, what, Close Combat, Mach Punch, Overheat, and then what? T-Punch, U-Turn, Stone Edge? Not quite sure. I know he's going to switch, but this guy has Sludge Bomb instead of Shadow Ball, so I can't do anything to Jirachi anyway. So I just went for T-Bolt, because I know I can't hurt him, and maybe, you know, I'll trick him into thinking I'm something else. I have no idea what. I really want to find out this guy's set. I could substitute down and block a T-Wave, but I want to keep that for now, because I have a couple of guys that don't really care about the Jirachi's offense, so I don't want to sacrifice my Gengar for it just yet. Now that Tentacruel is dead, Gengar's my only other fast thing that can deal some damage, so... Here we go again. Blah, blah, blah. This guy's coming in. Maybe I might Pain Split this time. I don't know. It's Pain Split or Thunderbolt. I think I might even just get fully paralyzed this turn. I forget. What do I do? Yeah, I get fully paralyzed. Actually, you know, I might have even gone Will-O-Wisp that turn. No, it was definitely T-Bolt. It was definitely T-Bolt. No big deal. So now I'm worried if he sets up Swords Dance. I know he's going to have Facade, which is going to 2-hit KO this guy. But I'll be able to Pain Split off on the first one. So I guess it's a good thing T-Bolt didn't go off, I suppose. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. I'm low enough now where, you know, I would have survived anyway, and I can fire off a T-Bolt at this point, or I can switch. That's actually probably a better play. Unfortunately, he switched as well. So there's not really anything I can do. I need that I need the Wheezing, because I know he can't touch Wheezing outside of Infernape. That's the only thing he can touch it with, so I need it. From what I've seen on this Jirachi so far, Gyarados does not care. The only thing I'm worried about is how much speed he has with his T-Wave. If he's got more speed than my Gyarados with T-Wave, then I'm completely screwed. Otherwise, he can't do anything to Gyara. I get up a couple dances, game over, you know. So that looks nice at least. I put up a sub, you know, I can survive it. Sludge Bomb goes off. Of course, I don't get the poison, which really sucks. And here I'm left with the decision. Do I go for Sludge Bomb knowing that Jirachi probably is coming in, but it kills Machamp? If I go T-Bolt, it doesn't kill Machamp. I really could sub, but if he goes Bullet Punch, I might not have enough left. So sub was probably the safe play, but even then, if I sub, Jirachi comes in, I T-Bolt anyway, no big deal. And at this point, this Jirachi is just really freaking annoying. I'm just going to have to sub down. I'll use Destiny Bond to kill it, which I really didn't want to do. But at this point, it's too late. I have no choice. I'll just get it out of there, because offensively, I can't do anything until it's gone outside of Gyarados. So, I don't know. I wasn't happy with it. I knew it. It felt like it wasn't good. But at that point, I was just like, I don't know what else I can do. I just wasn't confident bringing Gyarados in and having him T-Wave faster than my sub. That's really what it boils down to. So I go into Gyara now, seeing everything that he's got. Infernape comes in, and I know Gyarados is my only path to victory right now. It's all I have. So I'm afraid of this thing having either Stone Edge or T-Punch. So I'm just going to switch and make sure. What do I switch to? I guess I'll switch to my Sleeping Poke. It'll take him 2 hits to kill it. That's 2 turns of Life Orb. So that'll be kind of nice. It won't quite get him out there. I didn't think about the fact that, if he doesn't have those moves, he's going to switch going to a sleeping poke is not not beneficial. So I probably should have went to Venusaur right there, and I didn't. Unfortunately, oh well. But at least Facade probably would have killed Venusaur anyway. It would have been very close at least. So there's no real way to know. But at this point, I just have to let this guy go to sleep. No big deal, I guess. Get a little bit of extra residual there. And I have to go right back into Weezing at this point, which is highly unfortunate. But at least I know after Burn and T-Bolt I will be able to kill it, so that'll at least be one more thing gone. I don't trust Gyarados being faster. And again, I want Gyarados to come in and get a dance, not come in and attack. So there we go. Weezing survives. That thing's dead. Maybe he can survive one more. That Dynamic Punch did about 100, but he goes to Infernape, which is interesting. He's going to cost himself some Life Orb. And I pain splitted thinking he might switch, or thinking that he's going to U-turn to something else is what I was thinking. I really should have just went T-Bolt, but I guess if I did, the only thing that matters, or the only thing that happens is Machamp comes in and finishes me off. No big deal. And then I would have to have gone to Venusaur instead against Machamp, which he probably has Ice Punch. That doesn't feel good. So, I don't know, but it probably would have worked out better than freaking this guy. I was expecting Lucario as his last fighting type, and there was really nothing I could do about it. So, I know he's going to be Scarfed, but at least I'll get an Intimidate off. I'll probably be able to get 2 dances up, and I'm a Flail set, so it just depends on how much I get down to. You know, is Flail going to knock me down to 10%, or is it going to have me over 20%? And that's over 25%, so it looks like it's going to be 80 base power. I checked that real quick as far as my Flail is concerned. But at least I'm +3, +2, so maybe Waterfall can take everything out. The problem is that Breloom. If I had gone to Venusaur instead, you know, first, and Machamp came in, this would have been a little bit easier, but Flail is going to be 80 base power, Waterfall is going to be 60. Waterfall can flinch. I don't think Flail is going to take it out, and he switches. I don't know why he switched. He either wanted to see what my coverage move was, or he just wanted to make it more interesting, make it down to the last Pokemon. But I think I have to go Waterfall. I don't think Flail is going to kill it at 80 base power. Waterfall didn't really come close. I wasn't expecting it to. No flinch. If he dealt 4 less damage, or if he dealt 20 more damage, Flail would have been perfect, but it didn't work out that way, and I feel like I just played really bad. I don't know. It ended up being close, you know. It was a solid game, but I don't know. I felt like I should have done a lot more than I did, and I didn't. So, oh well, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around, and be sure to check out the next vids. They're going to be really, really sweet. So, take it easy, guys. Peace.